Hey everyone. Hey dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. I went to church this morning and it was pretty good. It's still troubling that the pastor brings up celebrities. He talked about Jim Gaffigan, who's a comedian, and I don't know Jim Gaffigan, but I imagine he's another sellout because he's famous, quote unquote. And I'm never saying we can't watch that stuff, the secular stuff ever, but we're in church. And brothers and sisters, knowing what we know on this channel and in the community, right, about celebrities and not even celebrities, but especially celebrities, they are sold out to the devil. They're satanic Freemasons. That's what they are. So when the pastor talks about celebrities, it's a huge letdown for me. He's not realizing that these people are sold out to the devil. Why would you bring them up? Why would you idolize them in any way? Oh, he's so funny and this, that, and the other. The pastor I listen to, I think he's in his 50s or 60s. Doesn't matter, but I'm saying he should know by now that the world is really sold out. It is not funny listening to secular music. Again, he puts things together and he'll have a lesson, and he'll sometimes use right now he's using the Beatles Abbey Road album cover, and he's playing the music from the Beatles but without the lyrics, but just stuff like that. Does he understand that the Beatles were satanic Freemasons? John Lennon, Imagine There's No Heaven, and John Lennon was a humongous satanic Freemason. Why would you promote this in church? It bothers me. It really does. I want to speak up and go, Pastor, please, why are you bringing in celebrities into church? They're satanic people. They're not for Jesus Christ. They're not that talented or funny. They've been pushed by the ways of Freemasonry. It really, pardon my French, it pisses me off. I don't want to hear about celebrities when I'm at church on a Sunday morning, okay? I deal enough with them as it is. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I'm having a good day. Visited with some family today and had a nice lunch, and family's very important. But I'm still ticked off at some of my family because they don't want to even try to research the things that I talk about. And again, I'm telling the truth. I really am. God uses people like myself, who's a loser in the world. He uses people like me. And if you go back in the Bible with right, there's so many of the prophets and apostles that they weren't godly people at the beginning when Jesus turned them around. But Jesus can use people, whoever he chooses. He does use people. And without sounding arrogant, I believe he's using me to try and show the world what's going on with a certain, right? I kind of stay in my lane about what I'm talking about with the celebrities and the signs and symbols of Freemasonry. And I talk about biblical cosmology, on and on, right? Jesus can use broken people to get the message across. And for my family, especially some of them, they don't understand my channel, but they don't bother to research at all. They don't open the Bible and crack it open and try and start learning. They don't do anything except criticize me. And I don't think that's fair, and life isn't fair, so I'm not crying or complaining or anything. But people will find out. My family, they'll find out. They'll find out what the world is, the truth, and they'll find out what I've been doing on this channel. I think it's somewhat important. I don't speak for myself, but other people are like, hey, I've learned something from this and I see the same things. I'm struggling with my family as well, right? It's that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. Why do our family members not want to research at all? They're busy with their life, right? This, that, and the other. It's not important. You know what's important? The truth. Salvation. Knowing Jesus, actually knowing him, not saying, I believe in God, and they just make up Jesus in their head, who's fine with this and fine with that, and I'm a good person, I'm going to heaven. No, we're all sinners that need Jesus Christ. That's why he died on the cross for us. It's so tiresome to have people like mock or just not understand what I'm trying to say with this YouTube channel. I have 8,000 subscribers and I'm grateful for that. I'm not about numbers and it's not a popularity contest, but that shows that there's at least that many Christians that are interested in this stuff and that can see it, and we're trying to tell our family and friends and etc., the world, and the world just doesn't want to listen. The world doesn't want to research. They're too busy with their own personal life. This is a mistake. In Proverbs 9:10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Do you really understand what wisdom is? It's not just having a sense of things or being smart about a certain topic. Wisdom really is a worldly thing, and you know what I mean. It's not like of the world, but it's understanding the world and the bigger picture. Wisdom is amazing. The fear of the Lord, not the love of the Lord, not going, Jesus, you're going to save me, right? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. This is true, and too many people don't want to know this. They don't understand this. I find that most people think they're pretty intelligent, right? They're full of themselves. But if they don't understand the biblical world and certain topics I show on this channel, they're not very clever. They're not very smart. They don't have the wisdom that God will give them if they fear God, because that's the beginning of wisdom. I want people that I love to understand that I'm not wasting my life doing this channel. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am telling you the truth of the biblical world. Everyone should know this because it'll help put the fear of God in you. If you think television and movies and music and etc. are just so entertaining, you should know the spirit behind it. It is Antichrist. People have really honestly sold their souls to the devil. Some people would argue you can't sell your soul, God owns it. But if we lose our soul, if we forsake our soul to have riches and whatever, fame, fortune, who cares? Like, that stuff is just nothing. I'm not interested in any of that. It's sold out. Why would you want to rub shoulders with sellout Freemasons, Satanists, Luciferians? I don't want to do that. I want to be humble and walk with God and love my brothers and sisters and love my neighbor and love my enemy even. I'll just show one pictures. 19 Keys is a YouTuber, and I don't know what he is. He's a new ager. He's friends with Ralph Smart, who's not very smart. And it seems like this guy's kind of like Billy Carson in a way too. They'd probably get along together. And what is 19 Keys doing? The Uttara Bodhi Mudra, the gesture of Satan's fake enlightenment. Index fingers pointed together, other fingers interlocked. He's so enlightened. No, he's not. He's deceived by Satan and the world. He's on his way to hell. I don't want him to go to hell. I want him to know Jesus Christ and have salvation. I can't force him. I don't even know him. But I know these signs, symbols, and agendas quite well. Brothers and sisters and everyone else, I truly care for people. I do get very frustrated with people that I love because they're not paying attention. They don't take this stuff seriously. They don't understand it. They can't see it. And it's frustrating beyond words. It makes me depressed because they're not seeing how important this stuff is. They'd rather do this and that and the other and live their best life now, ignoring the truth. They don't want to get weird. They don't want to have this be true. But you know what? That's too bad. It is true. Jesus is God. He's only going to save those that have faith in him, that people that are born again. He's only going to save true Christians. He's not going to save you if you were lukewarm or if you're not a Christian at all or if you never pick up the Bible, or if you never understand the biblical world that we all live in, which is very easy to see in these last days, myself and other Christians are pointing this out. We're getting very tired of people not listening or not like studying or researching or put it to the test. If you really don't believe in this, research it and debunk it. You can't because it's real. Okay? God bless you, everyone.